Alright, this is Elle part 2. Okay, we left off at Elle being toxic and her doing a lot of F shit. Personally, I don't remember where I left off. Something about Elle, and I'm going towards the end of us, her leaving my crib. I'm gonna just listen to the whole thing, but who got time for that? Not me. Anyways, so old girl leaves my crib because she wasn't happy. She felt unwanted, and she felt like she just didn't feel comfortable no more. So she left, and I told her, just because we are no longer hanging out no more doesn't mean that you should be talking smack, because I know she does that a lot. So I warned her. I gave her a warning. Me and you don't got no type of like beef where we're on social media and talking about each other. And I am the one that actually put her on social media because of what she said. So I warned her, don't let me hear anything about me that you probably know and no one else does. That's what I said. Anyways, a week doesn't even pass. She ends up telling somebody. She ends up telling someone some information only she knows. And my mama calls me talking about, hey, I heard that you hooked up with so and so. And I was like, first of all, I did not hook up with so and so. And mind you, I did, but I'm not going to tell my mom that I did. It's none of her business. So I told her I did not. But who told you that? I knew who was there. So I was like, who would tell you that? And she was like, I don't need to tell you who told me. Just know that I know. And I'm like, well, that's false information. Thank you. Bye. I ended up calling Elle and I said, stop talking about me. If I hear anything else about me, I'm gonna lose it. She had told somebody else that I had hooked up with this so and so. And I didn't even know that she said that. So this person is telling me, oh, by the way, Elle told me. And I was like, okay, cool. So now I'm just kind of getting irritated. Like, why are you talking about me out here when I'm not even saying anything about you? And then Elle goes on and says that I tried to do voodoo to her. And it's like, Miss Ma'am, now you know if I know how to do voodoo, you would not be alive. That's what I was thinking. So I end up telling her, you know what, it's enough. So I go on Snapchat and I literally write her a paragraph and I say, stop talking smack about me because I'm gonna come for you. Don't test my patience. And I say some other things, I don't remember. I said a lot of things. And she continued and said things herself. And I was like, I bet. And I teamed up with her ex-husband. I said, hey, do you remember, old girl, who put you in jail? Um, yeah, we need to talk about that. The thing is, when he came out of jail, he was staying at my place. I guess I'm toxic in a way too. He had nowhere to go, and he seemed like a changed person. So he kind of stayed over for a little bit because he had other plans to move out of state and do some other things. So I was like, hey, in the meantime, before you go, you could stay here. And that's what we did. It was like 5 of us, I believe, that stayed together at that point. Anyways, he's the one that was just basically, oh yeah, he was staying with me by the time that Elle had left us. And he filled me in on so many things. And I was like, cool. Plus screenshots. Lovely. Great. So Elle is just out here blabbing her mouth and talking about me. And I'm just like, yo, we gotta put a stop to that. Because some of these things are not true. I did not voodoo you. Oh, here's another thing Elle said to somebody, which I can't mention. She was like, apparently I tried to tell her to sell her body for real money. Now, what? Now, would you say that dumbass shit? Like, how did I force you to? That made no sense. Not only that, you got a man. Why are you selling your body to pay rent? That makes no sense. I have witnesses. The fuck? Like, anywho, Me irritated as hell. So I come back again. I'm like, bro, don't test my patience. And then I remember I posted like I was going somewhere. Like I was posting myself going down the stairs, and I said, "Finna go do some." I said nothing else other than something random. Like I was gonna go out and do some. Mind you, I said this right after me and her had an altercation on Snapchat. Apparently, she thought that I was leaving. I mean, my impression was to make her feel like I'm coming for her, but I wasn't. I was just playing with her mind. And she thought that I was coming for her, obviously. She got scared. And uh, Zane, Zane is his own story. Anyways, I believe Zane and her, I don't know, they're meant for each other. Some was just wrong at the end of the day. It just, young kids, right? They're not kids, they're adults, but their mindsets was of a child, the way I see it. Anyways, with the Snapchat altercation, Elle starts talking smack, trying to put me down. And you know me being me, I'm not gonna lie. I said a lot of fucked up shit. I was like, first of all, you don't shower, you don't do this, you don't do that. This man said this about your body, this man said that about your body. I went, uh, I went too far, basically, because she thought that she could go too far, and I said no, I can top that. And then one of the other things before I continue with the Snapchat situation, before me and her started going off on each other on Snap, I remember that before she had left my crib, there was an incident where she went to go visit her man's mom and was together, and she had called um she had called Deja's man. No, Deja had called her phone from Texas so that she could say hi to her daughter, I believe. And then while I had the phone, she trusted me with her phone. Lovely. And she was like, take this to so and so she could talk to him. So I was like, okay, maybe me. As I'm walking to go take this phone, I remembered something. I said, I I took a photo of me last month or so of me in bed with a guy that shouldn't be. So I was like, I'm gonna go check and delete that. So I scrolled through her photos all the way back to the month that we was gone, and just like I thought, the photo of me just sleeping next to this guy after I had myself a really good session. It was still late, and I was like, I knew this bitch did not delete that photo. So I take action to my own hands and I just delete it. I delete the photo and I was like, yeah, I gotta go. She must have deleted it on her phone, but just not on Snap. So I went on Snap, I deleted it. Anyways, I needed that backstory real quick. Fast forward to the whole Snapchat altercation. I'm pretty sure, like I'm 100% sure if she had that, she would have posted it. And I told her, you don't have anything on me. Thank you very much. And then I tell her, damn, that scared me. My bad. Anyways, what happened was, mama scared the hell out of me. I was just talking in my normal sweet voice, and I feel like my voice is sweet. Jesus. So you're probably going to hear me scared as fuck. That is embarrassing. She's embarrassed. She just embarrassed me. And I'm not going to edit that. Like I said, some of these things I'm just not going to edit it. She gave me a heart attack. Because it's like, it's quiet. So, Lordy, Lord, Lord. Anyways. I ended up trying to beef with me, and I don't do beef because I know I will take it too far, because I always take it too far. So the ex-husband, this is where he gets in. I was like, hey, I need some stuff from you, please and thank you. So he sends me screenshots of her lying about her pregnancy, her lying to him, her being toxic and disrespectful. One of the things I still can't believe she said in the text was some like, she said, it's not funny, it's gross. She was like, when is daddy coming home? Me and the baby want some, like, me and the baby want some D. Like, why would you say something like that? Nobody who's pregnant tells their man that them themselves and the baby need 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 that. That's that's not something you say. And until this day, I will remember that randomly, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why is that specific thing sometimes popping up in my head? Like, that's got me shook. And then turns out, remember the 2019 story when I told you guys that she was pregnant supposedly, but she wasn't. She had no proof of ultrasound. The EBT people canceled everything for her because they couldn't get the proof that she needed for pregnancy. And it's like, and I guess her body does this thing where if she thinks she is pregnant, it will appear that way, and it's just too much. But anyways, I knew all of this, and still, I actually didn't. I didn't post about it on Snap. That's not one of the things I touched up on. I really touched up on her hygienes just to get at her. For her to leave me alone. I told her, if you continue, I'll do worse. And I did plan to do worse. And I had plans to do worse because why are you coming at me? Why do you think that you could just walk all over me? Like, that's not right. But Elle being, she wanted to test me. So I saved everything he sent to me, and then I sent it to my cousin because Elle and my cousin were close or whatever. And then I told my cousin, see this? I can post all of this on Elle if she does not stop. And my cousin showed her that I had proof of everything, like everything, anything you could probably think of. Her ex could probably send. It's what he sent, and it's just like, was explicit. So I was just like, okay, thanks for sending it. And again, I did not post it, but I did threaten her, and I said, continue, and this is gonna get ugly. And then that's how it starts. She goes on social media and says, it's 2 years in jail if you expose somebody. And just to get at her, I went back on Snap and I was like, I will do 2 years just for you. And then she tried to switch it and play victim and be like, she hasn't she has been nothing but nice, and people keep coming her disrespectfully. No, ma'am, you started this, and I warned you and said, don't come for me. I said it for a reason. I do not need any more drama in my life. So, like, why did it take me threatening you with your body for you to be like, okay, I'm a back up? So it was all fun and games until I told you that it could get worse. And after, I just kind of, I just left it alone. Like, after that, she left it alone and I backed up. I wasn't going to post it. I was just going to use it to be like, see, I got it. And that's the reaction I needed. And I was like, I got it. Continue, please, continue. And then, yeah, she basically backed up and she blocked me everywhere. And I mean everywhere. And I was like, yeah, okay, thank you. Thank you so much. It was nice knowing you. And then after that, everything just kind of went silent for a hot minute until her name pops up again in a conversation with a friend of mine who she was close to, but I was also close to, but I don't hang with him like that. But then she ends up telling him, like, oh, the reason Nina lost all that weight is because she was doing whites. And I was like, excuse me? First of all, that is not why I lost weight or how I lost weight, but why are you on my dick still? We don't talk, months pass. Why is you still on my dick? That's what I didn't understand about her. And I remember I made a phone call to ask her this specific question. And I told her, hey, it's Nina, don't hang up. And then she hung up and blocked my number. See, that's the thing. Don't be saying something knowing that I'm going to come for you. Like, why are you saying it? And then since then, I never spoke to her. She probably thought that I was trying to reconcile the relationship, but that was not even the case. I'm not trying to reconcile anything. Why did you say what you said? Like, why did you say that? And I swear she be swearing I did voodoo on her. I don't even know how to do that. I really don't know how to do none of that. So where's that even coming from? And again, someone is doing all this, saying all this, just so to put a bad rep on me. For what? And why? And then I just kind of left her alone at that. And mind you, just to top this conversation off, her and Zayn ended up not even working out. She sent Zayn to jail. I know, right? Mm. Lovely. She sent Zayn to jail because he got too toxic and tried to threaten to literally murder their entire family, which is, um, I shouldn't get into much detail about that. But Zayn ended up going to jail because of Elle. But Zayn, again, Zayn is gonna need his own story because me and Zayn ended up talking like way like this year. This year I met Zayn this year again after all those things happened with him and Elle. Ended up meeting Zayn again this year, but again, story for another time. So, anyways, um, me and Elle, we don't talk, we don't hang. But after Zayn was not locked up anymore and stuff, Elle ended up unblocking me from social media. She doesn't know that I know that, and the only reason I know she unblocked me is because I was on social media deleting things from the years that I knew some of these people. I was just deleting things I tagged people in, and then as I was deleting, her name appeared back blue, and I was like, "It's blue. When did she even unblock me?" And then, and I do that often because I used to tag her in a lot of things. So there was a point where I was deleting things and I seen some things with her name, and it was black. So I really didn't care because I was blocked, so I was just deleting things of people. And then when I came back again, like months later, to delete some more things, it was just blue. So I'm assuming she unblocks me to probably peep what I've been up to, or peep if I think if this is my opinion. I feel like since Zayn was out, she probably wanted to know if he was back to hanging around with the crew, meaning me, Deja, and that one girl. That's my assumption. It's my only assumption because, like I said, I was envious of Deja all the time. So I was unblocked, and I really didn't care much for it because I know if you unblock somebody, you probably go and stalk them. So that's probably why she unblocked me, so she could stalk me and see what I've been up to, or if I've been talking to Zayn, and I wasn't hanging with Zayn like that at all, mind you, until like later on. So I left it like that. I did not block her. I don't want her to think that I searched her up for me to know that. So I left it alone. I literally left it alone. And basically, I think we come to the end of our story. We don't talk. We don't talk because she doesn't know how to solve adult problems. She always plays victim, and she also has the worst mindset. I mean, I can't say I'm a saint. I'm really not. But it also takes a lot to get me to act a certain way. I will never act a certain way just for the fun of it or because I need attention right now. No. You would have to do a lot of things in order for me to behave a certain way. And she did too much to the point where I was like, you know what? No. If you're gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And if you think I can't do worse, just know I can do worse. When they go low, you go high. And I feel like what she has said about me was low, but I knew I could go higher. Like, why are you looking for me? Leave me alone. Like, my private life is my private life. It's none of your business. So I let it all go. And also, I knew that Elle was always taking things to other people from outside of my crib. And she would swear she didn't say none, but she'd be the only witness in some of them. Like, bitch, if you just shut the fuck up and mind your business, like, your life is not even perfect itself, so why are you in someone else's business? Anyways, That's what I was saying. We're no longer friends. Have I probably offended her a couple of times? Probably. Probably I have. I mean, probably I would say I did, but like I said, in order to get me to act a certain way, you must have had acted a certain way. And I try to problem solve. I wasn't the best human being in the world, but I tried to problem solve because I like the idea of love. I like the idea of kindness, taking care of people. That's why I never really spoke much. And whenever I did spoke, like, and it means like in a defensive matter, I do take it too far. Now I'm not violent, but if you're gonna talk, I'm gonna talk. If you want to make things ugly, it can get uglier. That's just how I was rolling. And I guess that's when like my mindset started to like really I really started to be big on defending myself and not being quiet all the time. That's how it really started from being around certain people. Um I did say I dislike her. I was gonna wish her luck, but I already told you I really dislike her, so I don't know what to say. I don't want nothing bad to happen to her. I'm gonna say that much. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. And I certainly hope that she wakes up spiritually. And I feel like she should work more on just being honest. And if she doesn't like certain things, to just cut it off without disrespecting and bringing someone else down. I want her to work on that. I certainly do. In order to be happy, you have to know how to control your mind to a certain, like in a certain way, so that bad karma does not come your way. Because if you don't know how to align yourself with others, bad karma will always come back to you. I've been through tough times, but I also feel like some things I probably went through was karma for me, like not speaking up on certain situations or not doing something right, whether I knew it or not. Karma still came to me and got me, and I'm okay with that. I've been through a lot, like I have, and it's okay. I'm okay with it. I'm starting to accept life for what it is. We can't change a lot of things. A lot of things cannot be changed, but you can come to a certain agreement with it. Like, I just want to end the whole other story. I don't want to get into other details. I will talk about some stuff. I will talk about my bad with English. I will talk about certain things in different episodes, but that comes to an end with me and Elle's story. I wish her well. Yeah. Do I forgive her? Yes. That doesn't mean I have to like her. I forgive her. I just don't like her like that. I want her to stay over there on the other side of the ocean and just stay there. I don't want nothing to do with her. And I hope she is happy where she is and just works on herself, period, point blank. And that's the end of that story. Now, anyone can give an opinion on what I've done, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Could I handle certain situations better? Yeah, I could have, but who I was then is not who I am now. So that person then handled it that way. They know that. They know I was really nice. They know people could walk all over me. Elle knows that. She used to be mad sometimes some people were at my house. But why are you mad when it was your idea for them to come there? She was just weird, like I said, weird. But um I guess I could thank her for Davion or whatever. And when I dated him, I don't know if I put a thought into that, but when I and Davion dislikes her heavily, but I want to thank her for me meeting him. But when I dated him, me and her we weren't close. That was like after the end of our friendships and the beef. So I really didn't care. Like I did not care. I wasn't doing nothing. Plus, she did him wrong anyway. So what sympathy do I have? Zero. But like I said, Davion was a gift because he set me in a path that I am on today. He was my karma. I'm grateful. Thank you, Elle. You bitch. Be safe though. Deuces, guys.